The group boards the boat and sets off into the jungle. The guide warns them of certain dangers. The jungle is home to cannibal tribals who avoid human contact but will attack if provoked. Next morning, the group discovers that Jasmine's husband has left with the boat, taking the bag containing all the phones. The guide warns them that if he goes the wrong way, it could be dangerous, so they must find him immediately. The friends set out in the boat to search for him. As they move forward, they soon come across a boat, the same boat that Jasmine's husband had taken earlier. The guide stops at this point and says firmly, "I am not going any further. If you all want to find your friend, go ahead." The guide stays behind, keeping watch near the boat, while the group ventures further into the forest in search of Jasmine's husband. Meanwhile, the guide, sitting alone, suddenly hears noises coming from the bushes. Curious and cautious, he follows the sound. A tribal is perched on a tree right behind him. The moment the guide notices the tribal, he panics and begins running for his life. He jumps into the boat and tries to escape, but he cannot get far. A tribal emerges from the water and, with a massive knife, slashes his throat, killing him instantly. Meanwhile, the group continues deeper into the forest. Suddenly, Jasmine's husband appears there. The group is startled, but relief quickly replaces fear as they are happy to see that he is safe. They all head back toward the guide's location, only to find that he is missing. Thinking that he abandoned them, RJ notices the guide's knife lying on the ground. Accepting the situation, they continue forward in the boat. As they move further, they stumble upon the guide's boat, now covered in blood. Nearby, a vessel used to heat water and a bed where all their phones had been stored are visible. When they approach the vessel and look inside, they are horrified to see the guide's severed head floating in it. Panic and fear overwhelm them. They quickly get into the boat, attempting to escape. However, a fallen tree blocks their path. They try to maneuver the boat, but a tribal suddenly emerges from the water and attacks RJ. A fierce struggle ensues, and RJ, seizing a chance, stabs the tribal with a knife. The tribal falls into the water, badly injured, and dies. Their boat continues drifting further down the river, leaving them stranded and forcing them to proceed on foot. Deep inside the forest, navigating becomes increasingly difficult. It is late at night, and exhaustion sets in, so they decide to rest and sustain themselves by drinking coconut water. In the darkness, a tribal silently approaches them. RJ, noticing the movement, quietly rises and attempts to attack from behind. However, the tribal strikes him on the head, rendering him unconscious. At the same time, Jasmine's husband appears and attacks the tribal, but he is overpowered and beaten severely. When RJ regains consciousness, he sees several tribals dragging Jasmine's husband